All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in game number 5. It's tied up 2-2 in this best of 7 finals. Of course, the score can be below our lovely sponsors next to the mini-map, but spawning here on the leftmost side of Catalina, it's going to be the blue Terran player, GumiHo.
In the upper right aisles, the red Protoss. It is PartinG.
Okay, so for this map, like, I think it'd be foolish not to call Blink. It's such a good map for it. We take a look at GumiHo's base. There's a lot of ways in, very similar to Deadwing. PartinG has shown us just absolutely fantastic control when it does come to Blink. And, well, I mean, again, this kind of comes down to the standard of, like, a lot of players don't like playing macro on this one versus Terran. Because while this map is really good for Blink for all those reasons of it being open on the ground, for the same reason, it's really good for drops. But GumiHo, man, what are you up to, my friend?
I like this a lot, and it's not even in his own base. And
well, there's no way this gets scouted, right? This is such an odd placement for it. Probe pathing probably won't find it.
Think not. For the most part, PartinG hasn't been, like, I think he's been, like, on and off about actually probe scouting to begin with, but I don't know if he's actually been, like, checking around the base. Usually they see, is gas taken? No, it's not. Or yes, it is, rather, usually, and then they leave. But in this case, the gas isn't taken. I thought it was 2 Racks Reaper. It's just gonna be a 2 Racks. That's weird.
So the Reaper thing I was kind of going to agree with there. It's something we've seen snowball. We've seen cheesy build versions of it. We've seen regular build versions of it. GumiHo, I mean, this is really not too different than opening with 2 Racks in your main anyways, but that usually follows the CZ first rather than doing it this way around. So for the sake of just having a lot of units out, this is kind of cool, but what is it really going to accomplish? Actually, what it's going to accomplish, we'll talk about this real quick, is killing a mothership core if PartinG's not careful about it.
Why do a 2 Racks and then a... Wait, is the bunker just to hopefully... Like, if a probe comes up here and he sees a bunker, he's gonna think everything's okay? Maybe. Well, the mothership core is gonna see the second Racks and be like, hey, right on that.
What's that doing over there?
Yeah, it's weird. Is he gonna be able to kill it? It's gonna keep dodging on the high ground, low ground, and then go into the dead space.
Yeah, he's just gonna lift it. Okay.
I don't know what the goal really was for this.
Scout, kill an SCV, get out of the base.
No, not the mothership core, the 2 Racks.
Oh yeah, for GumiHo's sake. Yeah, I don't know. It was really awkwardly handled. I'm not sure what the game plan here was. Maybe push with a bunker or something. I see with a question mark. There's just my thought process is more he just wanted to have units out because he figured this is Catalina. Maybe PartinG cheeses yet again. I mean, he is going for that blink.
I mean, if you do, like, see that they went for, like, maybe a Nexus after only Gateway, not Cybernetic Core, maybe you do try and do that bunker push, but something he saw told him to stay back and build a bunker at home. He knows best, obviously. And really, when you think about it, like, an extra Racks, you are going to eventually get it. It's not the biggest deal. It did delay your command center, of course, but it's not like, you know, he went for 5 Racks and it failed. that's quite a commitment, but... Will he ever scout that PartinG has a very fast Weather Council? Maybe DTs? No, Blink.
It's got to be Blink with the way the map
but
okay, so 3 Racks in production's okay. The problem is because the gases are so late, so will Stim, so will Medevac, so will any Widow Mines. Like, this is... For GumiHo's sake, like, he's going to have a lot of Marines to work with, and that's cool, but we've also seen how good lots of Stalkers are versus lots of Marines that have no upgrades.
Yeah, that is the biggest issue here, is that he didn't get gas very fast, so he had a second barracks, which usually would hold the tech lab, like, as soon as it was done. Didn't for a long time. Had to get these 2 gases out.
The mothership core is getting a little bit ballsy. That's a lot of Marines she's got to look out for, but mothership core will back away from this. Meanwhile, outside the natural, couple stalkers have been set up, but really no pylons down yet, no warping potential. He does have a Nexus coming down, so it's not going to be like this one-base Blink. And the thing about this is if he isn't going to all in with it, that's fine, because this is a situation where, and we always talk about this, Blink is such a complementary, regular part of the late game. You need to have this at some point anyways. So let's say this attacks and he doesn't get much more done. As long as he keeps those stalkers alive, he'll be okay for the late game. But keep in mind, he is going to forego tech, he's going to forego upgrades. I mean, have we even seen PartinG with +1 at all in this series? 5 games in?
Upgrades, what are those? I'm not sure. But, you know, it is, as you said, only 3-gate Blink, so at best, you know, he gets a couple of SCVs, you know, doesn't lose, you know, too much health from the Stalkers, and he forces GumiHo to overreact, which is, you know, the biggest thing that you can get from this, is that they think it's an actual Blink Stalker all in, and hey, you've been doing that for the past, you know, few games, and you're PartinG. that they do overdefend, and they wait longer than they would have usually to, you know, force out the overcharge or even just attack in general. Robo should be going down soon, though. I think, right? Like, well, you know, PartinG isn't like getting more probes, so maybe even with only 3 gateways, it still is kind of an all-in.
That time warp though. Gonna catch a good chunk of the Marines with this, but with the Marauders, I mean, last time he got on top of this, the Marauders were focused immediately. They weren't actually that big of an issue to deal with, but with 3 of them being out, these Stalkers are at great risk. He's got to keep running away, but
no, he didn't know that GP was
City.
over there. Wow, that just won that won him the game. I feel like you can't lose all these Stalkers until nothing.
I am definitely in that same boat, that same camp. We killed 13 probes or SCVs, but I don't know. He's on 2 bases this time. It's not like the 1 base from before. So.
Yeah, but he cut probes to do it. I mean, he's still up on probes, you know, but, you know, account for mules, account for tech. That's the biggest thing.
I'm less concerned about the probes. I'm more concerned about the fact that he doesn't, exactly, the tech. Like, no +1. He's going for Dark Shrine. Oh, PartinG's going to get his cheese on.
Not a odd thing to do. Like, only 3 gateways, but you still all in off of it.
Oh, that's dirty is what that is.
Well, luckily he didn't have Stim. Not this time.
It's funny always watching soccer, like the way the curvature goes, because the terrain, like they go up and then over, like a 90-degree bend. But
how does it make sense? Gravity.
He's gonna have to recall. Oh, he has to recall like right now. This isn't a lot, but it's enough to kill all the probes of the natural.
It is. You know, maybe he could just recall the mothership core and then overcharge.
He doesn't have the energy.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind about that.
I mean, this isn't even that big of a dedication. This isn't even all of GumiHo's force. It's such a small amount. And PartinG, I think, he gets caught way too off guard by this. He pulls the probes back, but 10 go down. He's already in a pretty nasty spot. On the retreat now from the stimmed units chasing him in the middle of the map. I think GumiHo just put himself in a fantastic... Not that he wasn't already in a good spot, but this is even better.
Well, now we do have the DTs to worry about. So PartinG is going to barely hold. He lost a lot of Blink Stalkers. He's still trying to hold on with these ones. But DTs, does he even have enough money for about 3? He's saving scans, though.
Okay, so 2 Dark Templar do warp, and he's going to come up here with the Stalkers and try and distract. Whether he saves scans or not, I mean, the army is not that large, considerably.
Scan.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
he sees that immediately.
There's one left over, but this one actually has to win the game for PartinG. It's no longer just like, well, maybe because he held on his other. Like, no, he's not holding on this side. The next is going to go down because
he's got a defensive Dark Templar, but it's not using it. Alright, so scans on the inside of the map. This other DT not going to get saved. There's no warp prism for this. Natural base is forced to lift, though. Not quite as good as a kill, but I mean, close. Meanwhile, these units are just doing way too much damage here. Stims into the main once again. He's about out of health here. The probes can honestly help clean this up too, but back at home, man, 1 base versus 1 base. PartinG at least forced this into even footing, but I don't feel like it's that even footing, you know?
Yeah, it's not, because it's not 1 base. It's still technically 2 for GumiHo.
I mean, well, DTs are nice. It's getting to that point of the game too, where maybe Archons wouldn't be too bad to add in. But either way, like he doesn't have a whole lot of army to work with.
Yeah, you still have to buffer Archons as well. Usually they're the buffer for like the Colossus or whatever, but in this small of an army, they're gonna get immediately focus fired.
Time Warp's gonna work out quite nicely. He continues to blink backwards.
Not a whole lot of Marines.
Second Time Warp to lose the Mothership Core.
Chasing like this was really dangerous.
Well, I guess the Mothership Core, is that enough to be worth it though? Because yeah, you're right. Like he gives away his whole army.
Because the natural isn't still it's not defended. There's no bunker there, so it's not like he needed the high ground necessarily. Well, no, I mean that's still a ramp on the high grounds. I don't think he should push out there. He should just waited for medevacs and really been absolutely sure that he could defeat the army.
But I mean that's the thing too. Like you want to catch the Stalkers when they're low. So like the idea is like maybe he thought he had, I don't know, a better opportunity. It's so crazy how back and forth this game has gone. Like, so many Stalkers are low, but the Marauders, can he execute them? Not quite! Has PartinG done it? Has he really turned this around?
Oh, GumiHo's like, stay on my base, man. I need like 15 seconds.
Depot's up, please! Oh my god. Okay, so PartinG can just walk in here at this point. But he's gonna kill the depot, so up the supply block GumiHo. But surprise, GumiHo's supply's not that high in the first place. A couple of Widow Mines coming down is gonna help a little bit, but PartinG's Blink Micro, I think, is gonna counteract this so well.
He never killed the Robo. It's still power too. Otherwise, Widow Mines could
that
the
Blink!
game.
Oh, so sick. That's it? That's game. Couple windmills going off, and it splashes so many of the SCVs more than the stalkers.
Don't let it kill your SCVs, your only army.
Like, let's not forget, like, there's still a... Actually, did you lose the Dark Shrine? I think you lost the Dark Shrine. Okay, so no more DTs.
No, it's on the other side of the map. He made it on his side.
Oh,
of
on
the
this
map.
side. Okay, there we go. I was like, what the fuck? But okay, the SCVs have gone down. It's 8 SCVs
done.
remaining. That's it. Yeah, you're right. PartinG's won this game. Like, GumiHo at the when he killed the Nexus, I was like, GumiHo's in such a good spot. Like he was. Oh my goodness. All right, PartinG, ladies and gentlemen, with some Blake Stalker Micro. Again, the control of this guy is just disgusting to watch. He now takes a lead 3-2 and puts us not only in game 6,